Hi guys, this is Paul from Outerloop Coaching and outerloopcoaching.com, and I'm here to talk today about how to release your EP on Instagram. Now, first of all, you got to make sure that your Instagram strategy is part of your entire release strategy. You should have all of your social media all aligned along with all the tasks that you need to have behind the scenes, like getting your ISRC code and getting out to your digital distributors in time. All that stuff needs to be aligned, but Instagram, due to its popularity, especially in certain demographics, has to be an important part of your entire release strategy. Now, all way through all of your social media, but especially in Instagram, you've got two purposes. And your first purpose is to excite your current fans. You want to get them to anticipate your release. You want to get them excited for the release. You want to get them sharing your stuff. You want to get them excited for that first week. So that way, when you get that first week, sales and streams, those numbers are going to explode, and that's going to be the kind of material that you can put in front of potential managers, potential record labels, potential booking agents and promoters to let them know that you're happening, you're big, and you've got good stuff going on. That all can happen all at one time. Crystallize it to happen in week one by exciting your current fan base. Your second purpose is to create more fans. You want to get that first week, boom, to be bigger than your current, at the start of your release rollout, the current number of fans that you have. You want to be building on that fan base throughout the entire time that you are going through your release rollout. So that first week really does explode. But make sure that your focus is on exciting your current fans first and making new fans second. That happens through engagement, happens through all these different things. I got a lot of information on different ways in order to make that work really, really well in the link down below or the link over my head. Go check that out, and you'll get a lot more information. Your release rollout is built on a handful of what I call pillars. The first and main pillar is actually the last one. That is your release date, your projected and announced release date for your EP. The next big pillars that hold it all up together is your singles. Now, for an EP, we recommend 2 or 3 singles to promote the EP, to get that excitement going. If you are releasing an EP, every song on that EP should be great, should be awesome, should be something that's going to bring in new people and get your current fans excited. So picking 2 or 3 should be a challenge in narrowing it down, rather than a challenge of trying to find the good ones. If you don't have enough for 2 or 3 singles for your EP, keep writing, keep recording, keep going until you have enough. Don't bother everybody with bad material, okay? You want an EP. The value, one of the great values of an EP is that everything on it is great and it leaves your fans wanting more. So 2 or 3 singles and your release date, those are the big pillars. Now, the other pillars that happen inside are your other events. Other events can be things like your release parties. Anytime you're added to, say, a Spotify playlist or an Apple playlist that's going to get a lot of new people, you want to get people excited about the fact that you are getting out to more and bigger audiences. Your media appearances, whether that be podcast interviews or an article in a local, on a blog or in a local newspaper, anything like that is great. And reviews, pre-reviews before the release date of your EP, anything that says, this is awesome, this is great, you want to listen to this, you want to get excited about it, you're going to want to share those. Those are the little pillars that happen. It's going to be somewhat incidental. You can plan your release parties, but the playlist ads and the media appearances, things like that, might be a little bit more happenstance. You are going to want to promote those when those happen every single time, but you want to space them out also to promote them in between those singles releases and your release date, the big pillars, so that way you keep the momentum going during your entire release rollout. Okay, so that's the big stuff. Now let's talk about Instagram itself in a real focused way. There are 3 types of things that happen on Instagram. You got your graphics, you've got your images, and you got your video. Now, I have in the link down below, and the one that I had over my head earlier, the link down below, go down into the description. You're going to see that there, I have all of the current, as of the time I'm recording this, all of the current size recommendations and time differences, time limitations for your images and your videos. So you want to go there so that way you make sure that everything you're doing is prepared. Also, you want to prepare as many of these images and graphics and videos as you can in advance. During your release rollout, there's going to be a lot going on. You should be busy all day, every day, throughout the entire time. And so sitting down to build a graphic that's going to announce the fact that you just got added to a Spotify playlist while you're in the midst of your release rollout is kind of a waste of your time. Build the template in advance and then have the image in there. You don't know what playlist, you don't know this, but you know it's Spotify, or you know it's Apple, or you know, build those in advance so that way all you got to do is quickly plug everything in. Now, if you're posting to Instagram 3-7 times a day, 6 or 7 days a week for the entire 10-12 weeks of your release rollout, this could be as many as 250 or maybe even more images, posts, and videos you need to prepare in advance. That's a lot. It's a ton. And it's tough to come up with ideas in the midst of it all. So do it all in advance, or do as much of it in advance as you possibly can, and delegate as much as you can. You cannot make this a solo endeavor. It's way, way too much work. You need help. Ask other members of your band, get friends, get fans, get other people to help you. If you don't have a record label, you don't have a management team behind you, you need help to do this and to do it right. Okay, so the difference between graphics and images, let me say real quickly, the difference that I put between them is that an image can be like a photo, can be something that you can quick and easy put out there. Those are really great for incidentals, for images of while you're in rehearsal, while you're in the studio, while you're in the van. Things like that are great for images. You can put a little filter on it and things like that. Maybe add the little characters and all those sorts of things, but you are going to you're gonna want to make those more incidental. They aren't necessarily built to promote those pillars that we talked about earlier, but your graphics are. Graphics can include an image inside, but in my opinion, a graphic would be something that you need to add text to. You need to do something more with it. You need to put it into a program that is going to be able to help you to add. And I've got some suggestions on software, free software you can use to make really great graphics in the link down below. So check that out. There's a lot of stuff there. Hashtags also need to be included in all of your posts. I'm just saying that as an incidental as I'm thinking about it now, and I've got information again in the post on a really great way to use hashtags and why they're so important. They look stupid, but they are amazingly important to getting traction on Instagram. Graphics, images, that leaves you with videos. Now there are 3 different types of videos. There's the video that is the 15-second limitation that you have on Instagram stories. Now that has been broken up recently, where you can have a longer form video that's broken up into 15-second pieces. That's done automatically on Instagram, or if you want to do it in a much more advanced way, again, I've got suggestions on softwares that you can use to do that, or apps that you can use to do that in the link below. But then you also have the 60-second limitation for a video that you would put into a regular Instagram post. You want to be able to use those videos. Those are great for video teasers. If you have made a video for all of your singles, which I highly suggest doing, especially if you only have 2 or 3, you can shoot them all at the same time on the same day, then you can take clips and turn those into ways to generate excitement for people to go watch your video on YouTube, watch it on video, and to get those views to start to turn over, so that way you're getting more traction there. So make a ton of different video teasers, find all sorts of different ways to get people interested in watching the full-length video and listening to your songs. So that would be the 60-second limitation. But then there's another form of video that not very many people use. I think it's really powerful. I think it's really awesome. You've got a 1-hour Instagram Live is fantastic for making big announcements. Don't overuse it, but it's a great way to make big announcements and to give people more sense of your personality, what you look like, what you sound like, who you are beyond your music, and also gets engagement with your fans. You can do an Ask Me Anything type of event where you can answer questions. For some of your fans, this is going to be an unforgettable thing. So you want to be able to do it. And I'll tell you what, if you are a new band just getting going, get on Instagram Live, use it, because people will be able to say later on, I knew them when they show up to your Instagram Live. So I talked about Instagram stories versus Instagram posts real briefly. Your Instagram posts are going to stay there forever as long as you want them to be there. But Instagram stories, you've got a 24-hour limitation. That's a very, very short window. So you want to post everything that you can on Instagram stories, but then also post it into your Instagram profile so that way it remains there forever. It's a twofer when you do it. When Instagram stories, the real value there is not the 24-hour limitation. It's the fact that you go up at the top of your fans' feed and you want to be there every day. Every day. So make sure that you are doing one post, even on Sundays, even on Mondays, at least one thing to Instagram stories every single day so you're at the top of the feed. Of course, with all of this stuff and all of this work, you're trying to keep it entertaining all the time. Remember your focus. The focus is on generating excitement and generating anticipation that will turn into the momentum that you need to make your EP very, very successful. That is how you release your EP on Instagram. Again, a ton more information can be found at the link down below in the description. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe. I'm putting these out more and more often as we go out, go on here. So fantastic. I'm glad you were here. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Once again, Paul from Outerloop Coaching and outerloopcoaching.com.